So before we start the video, everybody, I want to get some housekeeping out of the way. Please, 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 if you can, watch the video all the way through. This helps us in the YouTube search rankings and helps us beat the algorithm so that we can be recommended to other people. Also, if you really enjoy the content, please like and possibly think about subscribing to the channel. That definitely helps our numbers greatly and helps other people see, again, the channel and beat the algorithm. So just remember this, and again, thank you everybody for clicking on the video, and thank you for watching. Let's get into it. The Book of Boba Fett, Episode 3, The Streets of Mos Espa. I'm just gonna say it. Maybe some of the stomach fluid from the Sarlacc leaked into Boba Fett's brain. Maybe he took too many hits to the head while he was living with the Sand People. I can't tell you, but all I know is that this dude is special. Like, he is all types of just dumb. I mean, he don't listen and he just does whatever. So let's get into it. So let's start from the beginning. Episode 3 is directed by Robert Rodriguez again, and let's just say that this is not his A game. Essentially, this is, if you had to think of Robert Rodriguez's career, this is more Spy Kids than Desperado or El Mariachi. It is very just boring. I mean, and that's really the tone of this whole thing. But Boba Fett is definitely the beta in this episode completely. So what you have is a situation in which now he and Fennec Shan are trying to figure out what they're going to do. The Hutt twins, and basically figure out how they're going to, I guess, peacefully deal with the coming war that's gonna go down on Tatooine. Well, in the midst of this, a vassal of Boba Fett's comes in with a problem. He says that there's a bunch of kids who are augmenting themselves with droid parts, stealing his water because he's a water merchant. And this is Tatooine, and water is very precious, blah, blah, blah. So Boba Fett and Fennec Shan, they go to confront these youngsters, and come to find out, they're basically the neutrinos from Ninja Turtles. If you know, you know. But they have these really colorful speeder bikes. They have robot part or droid parts. It's a mess. Anyway, so instead of, doing what he's supposed to do, Boba Fett strikes a deal with them and brings him these basically this gang into the fold, and chastises the water merchant for selling his water at a higher premium than normal. Whatever. Boring still. Then we're treated to yet another flashback of the Sand People and Boba Fett doing more boring crap. And honestly, like I say, they're not really it's not really moving the story along in any real way. It's just there to fill time, and it's so very boring. So then we get to the meat and potatoes of this episode. Now, I got a lot to say about this. So for starters, in the previous episode, the Hutt twins tell Boba Fett to sleep lightly because they sent in an assassin for him. They even let him see the assassin in the form of the bounty hunter Black Krask, and yet he's just sleeping like a baby. And guess who attacks him in the night? You'll never guess who it is. It's the Wookiee Black Krask, who literally beats the ever-loving dog crap out of Boba Fett. I'm talking about, they make Boba Fett look like a youngling about to get struck down by Anakin Skywalker in episode 3. That's how bad this is. He is just getting destroyed by this Wookiee. I mean, it's just so terrible how ineffective he is in every fight thus far in this show so far. So he narrowly escapes this based on the idea that the entire team, I'm talking about his newfound gang, the pig guards, and Fennec Shan all have to come to this fool's rescue because one Wookiee is literally about to tear him limb from limb. And finally, they're able to outsmart this killing machine and trap him in the Rancor pit. So then a deal is basically struck. There's going to be a parlay between the Hutt twins and and Boba Fett. And now, to Boba Fett's surprise, they're basically like, look, we're done. Here, we brought you something as you know, just to basically say we sorry because something bad is about to come and we don't want no parts of that. So they give this man a baby Rancor and Danny Trejo. I don't know why Danny Trejo is a part of the deal, but he just is. So then he's like, oh, okay, well, that's cool. I'm gonna give you back your bounty hunter. And they're like, nah, you keep him. You sell him or do whatever. Because apparently Black Krask is just a slave of some sort. I don't understand how they can just give, like, I don't know if like they went to the Wookiee store and you buy a Wookiee and you don't want him no more, so you just give him away. Is he like, did you go to the Wookiee shelter and like, you got his shots and he's good to go, but you can't really take care of a Wookiee, so you just give that Wookiee back? Like, I don't understand, but whatever. So he is now the property of Boba Fett, and Boba Fett's like, no, dude, you can be free, even though you literally almost ended my entire existence. You go ahead, do you. So then we have this entirely pointless scene of Danny Trejo talking to Boba Fett about how awesome Rancors are and how lovable and great they are as pets. And Boba Fett's like, I want to learn how to ride the Rancor. And it's just a mess of stupid. We're not really planning for this war. And at some point, we're going back to the mayor's facility because the mayor is supposed to be, basically not behind everything, but basically like a middleman between the real powers that be on this planet and a stronger power that's coming. And so, to their surprise, the mayor is nowhere to be found, and his assistant goes on the run in literally the worst chase I have ever seen. Bruh, it was a low-speed chase. I'm talking about these motherfuckers was going 30 miles an hour. No cap. So the neutrinos are trying to chase down what's basically like a Star Wars speeder version of a Cadillac all throughout the streets of Espa and of Mos Espa, and it's like literally like a slow car crash. Like it's so very slow. It's so, because it's in the daytime and you get to see this gang's speeder bikes. They're all color coordinated, like they're different colors. It's like Alpha was asked just a second ago to get me teenagers with attitude. Like it is bad. And it just doesn't, it's just like the dialogue with the mayor's staff. Like it just doesn't fit with Star Wars. It's just there. And it's so out of place. So anyway, after this low speed chase, they finally catch up, and he tells, the assistant dude spills the beans and tells them all the information he needs to know. So they finally go to the spaceport, and they're looking to see who the new big bad threat is. And it's a threat that we've seen before. And now Boba Fett's worried, and the episode ends. So, needless to say, this was also boring. Honestly, if you're gonna watch the book of boring Beta Fett, you might as well just, get you a pillow and some nice snacks and some warm milk, man, because you're going to sleep. I don't know what to say about this series. It's just not capturing my interest. This episode wasn't the worst thing in the world I've ever seen, but it wasn't good either. Gonna have to give this a 6 out of 10. We'll see you next week and see what the next episode has for us. Maybe we'll learn how to lead by respect. I don't know. See you guys on the next one, y'all. 8-Bit Heroes out. Peace.